What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Girl, I need to hear myself. Ooh, turn me up in my headphones. We are down here, girl. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stopped by. Girl. So I don't really know what's going on. I just see a bunch of Dorit fans down to the internet. I didn't know, girl, I didn't know. I didn't know Dorit was that popular. I knew she was popular for the fashions and the fashion moments, which have dwindled in the past couple years, but I didn't know that she was like a fan favorite. The people are not happy. Some people are okay with Sutton throwing her wallet and hitting Dorit in her forehead, and some people are not. So we're gonna come back later and talk about that. But in the meantime, in between time, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, let me know that you stopped by. All right, girl. We are down here. Girl. So let's see what's down on the blog.
I sponsor the now. I sponsor the blog.
Let me tell you something.
Blogs. Okay, so Karen Huger. Oh, girl. We Go podcast. Shout out to the diva. She is down there at the damn courthouse. She's at the courthouse, girl, for Karen Huger. Girl, I can't wait. We need a is she live? We need a update. Okay, come on, boots to the ground. Shout out to Carlos. Yes. Okay, so the girls are in place to find out what's going on with Karen Huger. So by the time y'all see this, the sentencing would have already happened by the time y'all see this. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, let me know you stopped by. Let's see what's going on. Let's go down to the Jasmine brand first. I haven't been down to the Jasmine brand in a minute. Let's see. Oh, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kyle opens up about husband might come back after sowing his wild oats. Girl, please. That's crazy. That's crazy you would take a man back after sowing his royal oats. It is wild oats, but I say royal oats because that comes from Coming to America. He wanted to sow his royal oats because that's from Coming to America. They don't love you like I love you. Oh, do y'all watch Below Deck? Gary. Gary always acted like he just didn't have any type of self control at all. He wanted to screw everything. So it says Bravo and Below Deck star Gary King sued after makeup artist was allegedly SA'd. Bravo is facing a lawsuit over allegations involving Below Deck sailing yacht star Gary King. A former makeup artist, Samantha Suarez, claims that in 2022, King pressured her into a compromising situation when she brought him a snack to his hotel room. She says she tried to leave, but King restrained her and blocked her exit. Suarez managed to escape when the crew member called, alerting King to the situation. Her colleague, Gray Dundleston, reported the incident, but instead of King being fired, Dundleston was investigated. Suarez is suing for various claims, including wrongful termination and seeking damages. Wow. He's not fired, but the guy who reported the incident gets investigated. That's crazy. Not surprising. Not surprised. I can believe it. Yep, he's about to get fired. Just wondering what took so long to sue. Jamel Hill said, "What? This is not a new story. Calm it down." So I haven't heard this. I used to, like, about 2 years ago, I really got into Below Deck, like 2003. There was a marathon that was on of Below Deck. Now I used to watch Below Deck every now and again, but there was a marathon and I watched all of it and I really started to enjoy Below Deck, Mediterranean, all of them, all of them. I just enjoyed all of them. There was a marathon going on in 2023. I'll never forget it cuz I didn't watch it as much, but I was in a position I was like, let me just watch this. So Below Deck, I loved it. I love it. I loved it. I love it. Gary, he was on the one with they could never get those damn engines running in the damn yacht. It was a sailing yacht, and they had the sails going down, and the boat would go to the side, and they would have to stop everything from like falling off the counters and stuff because they was getting ready to go. The boat was about to go like that. So yeah, I remember him, and I remember him being very sexual, very sexual. Everything was he always thought with his dick. But then there was a girl on there who came on there, and I can't remember her name, but she came on there and she was treating Gary the way he treats women, like objects, and he was not ready for that, and he felt weird because he felt like, I can't remember the girl's name. Damn, I can't remember the girl's name. But she wasn't she was acting like a man and he was not ready for that. I remember that. Do y'all know who I'm talking about? If y'all watch Below Deck. Below Deck is good. Below Deck is good. But yeah, this is crazy. So yeah, I could believe it. I could believe it. I could believe him like keeping somebody like, come on, just stay in here, just stay in here, just stay in here. I can see it. I can totally see him doing that. Birdman seemingly falls asleep while performing on stage. Girl, let's see. Are these just still shots? What's up with the laziness? I mean, it's no shade, but what's up with not posting the videos of things down to the down to Jasmine brand? Like what is this? He was asleep on stage. I don't know what he was looking down. He got stuck looking down at something. The dude was like going like this. I don't know who was that singing with him. I don't know who that was. I can't tell who that is. But he was looking down like this, and dude rubbed his shoulder like, "Yo, what's up?" I don't know what is going on. What was that? Did y'all hear that? This light ring has been acting up. I think the power source is too much. Anyways, but it's been doing good. I'm not gonna say nothing. Let me not say nothing. He and Wheezy were on the same trip. Super Bowl safe from this spectacle. Right. If you fall asleep while standing, it's called junkie. Higher than a Cooter Brown. 15 years as a drug recognition expert. That's either fentanyl or heroin lean. Oh my God. What in the Weekend at Bernie's? 70 years old, still doing drugs is crazy. How old is Birdman? I know he's not 70 years old, but how old is he? Hold on, let's see. How old is Birdman? 56 years old. He just had a birthday, February 15th. Girl, I don't know what that falling asleep on stage shit. I don't know what was going on. Um, Ironically, when I let me put in Birdman in the news and see if it comes up at all. Birdman. All right, news. Birdman appears to fall asleep on stage during a Hot Boys reunion tour. Are y'all really concerned? Fans concerned? Are you really concerned about Birdman? Come on, stop playing. Y'all ain't really concerned. Let's see. Halle Berry claps back at critics who claim she can't keep a man. I don't want to keep the wrong man. Okay, she was on the Drew Barrymore show. Let's hear what Halle Berry has to say.
say, something must be wrong with Halle Berry. She can't keep a man. Who's to say I want to keep a man? I don't want to keep the wrong man. Like, I'm not crazy. No. Right? No. So when you find that you make a mistake, we all make mistakes. We have a right to say, oh God, this was a mistake. Let me start again. We have a right to do that. Heard people say.
And what's fucked up about it is that because of the way that these people are socialized to show up in relationships, you keep thinking you're making mistakes, right? They even have it built in. You're just picking the wrong person. You should have chose better. Women internalize like, fuck, like, why can't I pick the right guy? Girl, it's not you, it's the way that they're socialized. You've done all the work, you've done everything, and then they will still tell you you just don't have a good picker, right? You should have chose better. It's all built into the thing for you to think that it's your mistake. I keep picking the wrong person. Well, my dear, when you think about the lot that you have to choose from, it's highly likely that you're going to pick someone who doesn't match with you. You have to be a certain type of person to just really overlook a lot of the things and understanding that a lot of these people do not match with you. Just like I said on Twitter, is this thing on? Girl, I almost had a little baby heart attack. When I said on Twitter, just because you exist does not mean you should participate in the institution of marriage or the institution of parenthood. You don't, just because you exist as a person doesn't mean you deserve babies, doesn't mean you deserve a husband, doesn't mean you deserve a wife. It doesn't mean that. A lot of people should not be participating in a lot of these institutions that are really, at the end of the day, aren't built with you and a woman in mind or femme in mind. It's not built like that. So you running around thinking, oh, I'm making mistakes, I keep picking the wrong guy, and it's like you totally abandon, and no one ever spotlights the fact on the socialization of these people don't make them conducive for partnership or even friendship or even just to have a conversation with. They're not even made to like really have productive conversations. When you get those people who are men who like don't see you as a whole human, they're going to talk over you, they're going to interrupt you, they're going to dismiss what you say, they're going to invalidate all of your intuitive visions, they're going to invalidate all that stuff. And you keep thinking, oh, I made a mistake, I don't know why do I keep picking the wrong person? You even go to therapy to find out why you're picking the wrong person. You ask your friends, you sit around with your girlfriends, why do we keep picking the wrong people? And no one says, you know what, have you ever thought about the way that these people are socialized? It's very difficult to be in relationship with them. That's the part everybody just keeps jumping over, right? They jump over that part. Let's read some of the comments. Folks act like men don't switch up on women. I'm running, don't care about the judgment. She's right. Y'all stay with a bad choice for what? But stop making bad choices as well. How do you know your decision is bad until you make it? Y'all act like these motherfuckers don't send their representatives. And their representatives be lying the whole time. Because when you get in court, when it's time to divorce, they tell you, I never loved you. It's like, what the fuck? Girl, you've been representing this. You've been having your representative here the whole time. What? You can't keep a man that doesn't want to be kept. A relationship takes two. She's addressing that statement, meaning her feelings were hurt. It's so repulsive to me how many people can easily criticize you and degrade you. But when it comes to understanding each other on a human level, it's impossible. But then also expect to be in relationship with people who have the same lack of understanding. And the same thing, men get on these platforms, talk they shit about women, and they never address the way that they are socialized. Some do. Not enough for it to be a general statement. I can generalize, and people don't generalize us. No, the standard is the generalization. And because this is the standard of how these people show up in the world, I'm going to use the generalization. I'm not going to take time to be like, oh, here's a good one. Oh, wait, okay, after I've gone through 150, here's a good one. Girl, ain't nobody got time for that. We talking in generalizations, and generally these people are difficult to be in relationship with. Generally, these people have been socialized to believe that they are superior to you, and they take that same mind frame into their relationships. And it's the truth. She's not wrong. Maybe they weren't loving her right. Who knows? But you have the right to scrap it and restart. Some people with the wrong man for years, no thanks. Learn to love yourself and enjoy your own company so that you will immediately discern negative energies. Trust your instincts, Halle. Some of y'all need to eat crow. Speaking on her relationship, can't keep a man. If a man is not giving you peace, who wants that? Right? And this thing that you can't keep a man. Okay. And you know how many women over generations have stayed in relationships with because they don't want their community to say she can't keep a man? There are so many women in relationships right now with a person who is not suited for them, and they are holding on to that man like a rose full of thorns, bleeding to death, but letting everybody think that it's really pretty. This is a pretty rose. You got blood dripping down your arm. You holding on to it so tight, and it's you bleeding to death, but it's so pretty. Let everybody see the rose. Don't mind the bleeding. Don't mind me bleeding to death. I'm keeping the man. Girl, no, F that man. Send him on his way. Your peace, your sanctuary, your peace of mind, your physical health, emotional health, mental health, all of that is more important than another person. I don't give a damn if you gay, straight, bi, whatever the F-U-C-K. No one is worth your peace. No one. No one. People need to stop acting like being with one person for life is winning. Choose happiness always. And I think that life partner marketing needs to stop too. I'm going to hang out with you for as long as we are both seeing a mutual benefit in this relationship. As long as there's reciprocity, I don't care what the relationship is. You know, again, when I say relationship, I mean anytime you're relating to another person. I don't care if it's romantic, familial, professional, personal. If the relationship is not mutually beneficial, exit the relationship. Now, I know some people can't just get up and pack their things and leave, but you reevaluate. If it's not mutually beneficial, if you're always running on empty or running low, that person is not putting back into you. Why are you keeping them around? Because they have a dick and your community? Fuck them people. A lot of the people, a lot of the times you be performing for the people and they wouldn't even put up with the shit you putting up with, girl. And that's the truth. They telling you, oh, you can't keep a man. But if they knew what that motherfucking man was putting you through, they wouldn't keep him. They're all wrong, Halle. Come to the other side. Rainbow emoji, rainbow emoji. The girls ain't no better, honey. If the girl, let me tell you something. You go over to the girls, I know plenty of lesbians. I know plenty of kissing lesbians. And they will tell you these girls who perform masculinity, they ain't no better. Because who are they modeling their masculinity after? Some toxic ass nigga. So they show up to the relationship and you literally think you are in a relationship with a socialized man. And because what does she have to go on? What is her example of how masculinity should be performed? A lot of these women who are queer perform masculinity in the same toxic ass way that cisgender heterosexual men perform. masculinity. The same fucking way. You know how many kissing lesbians have told me, bitch, I felt like I was in a relationship with a motherfucking man? Yeah, so that the girls ain't no better if they have that mindset. You have to really kind of, I don't know, scope out. You kind of have to sit back and listen. You got to sit back and listen to people, because then you will see like where they're coming from, where their mindset, how they feel, where their ideas are coming from. If you are dealing with a male-centered lesbian, girl, it ain't male identified lesbian, girl, you ain't gonna get no different. You might have more orgasms, but the behavior and the how you relate to the person, if they're performing toxic masculinity and their only examples are toxic men, and so that's how they know how to perform masculine, this is how I've seen men act. So let me be getting my masculine and perform masculinity this way, and it's toxic to themselves and everybody around them. Y'all know they keep injecting the things like, the niggas are so bad, the men are so bad, don't go over there with the LGBTQ community because the girls are just as bad too. Yeah, but when you analyze why the lesbians are just as bad, when you analyze and break it on down, they're behaving like y'all. That's why they're in those conflicts. They ain't doing nothing but mimicking y'all toxic ass behaviors. So that's why the fights and the domestic violence continues. That's all I have to say about that. Stop telling women they can't keep men. That shit is crazy. Do y'all agree? Gizelle Bryant calls Married to Medicine couples trip overly produced. Let's hear what this lion ass dragon neck heifer has to say.
Oh, so I like those ladies.
Yeah.
I like the show.
Okay.
I don't like what the hell is happening.
What is happening?
So I know you don't know,
Mm-mm.
but I got caught up into the Matrix.
Okay.
And I turned on my TV and it was there.
Okay.
And all I saw was, because we know Phaedra's on the show, and they were on a cast trip.
Okay.
And here comes Apollo.
Okay.
Joining them on the trip.
He's not a doctor. Okay.
Yeah. With his wife.
Okay.
Okay.
He's not a doctor.
Who's not a doctor either. Right. And
Phaedra's not a doctor.
And so Heavenly, who is a doctor, invited Apollo and his wife. So they're walking up. So then we cut to Phaedra in her confessional, and she's like, yeah, this is the woman that my husband was cheating on me with.
Okay.
So then we see, like, Shireen, I think that's her name, is the
You
wife.
know that's her name.
You know what I don't love?
I just hope she takes her.
So it's overly produced. She expressed concerns about the scripted nature of the show, questions its authenticity. Authenticity. I want to hear what these comments have to say. I don't want to hear Gizelle talk about a motherfucking thing about being overproduced. Consider she waited to allege sexual misconduct on TV for views. Good night. Period. The way that they can pack Gizelle up so quick about an overly produced bitch. Every time you in that oblong shaped football head Stewie Darby sit down, y'all coming up with a scheme and a plan to set somebody up. Now I haven't watched the Potomac in 2 years, but I imagine the template is not changed. I heard they was trying to change her image, but girl, you accused Monique of having a child who wasn't her husband's. You accused Monique Samuels. That's what you did. I remember. Yes. You wanted to accuse her, but Candace told you it wouldn't work. Then you came back and said that Chris Bassett came into your bedroom and you kept changing it, trying to solicit these dog whistles, get these dog whistles out there. You said that Chris Bassett, what'd you say? Chris Bassett came into your hotel room and closed the door and you felt uncomfortable. What else has Gizelle done? Girl, you need to be quiet talking about something overly produced. Not sure why Robin wants to throw shade. She's not a doctor. No, she's an attorney. Yeah, most of y'all are not housewives either. Period. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think, like I said in the shout out to Rodney the Voice, like I said in his live, I think we've lost the plot from the title of the shows because Real Housewives of New York City, nobody was married. Before they rebooted it, none of the women were married on the show. None of them. None of them. And for Atlanta's, for the majority of Atlanta's time on television, the majority of the women on the show have not been married, and then they get divorced. Orange County, divorce, 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 divorce. How many housewives have come in as housewives and in 2 seasons get a divorce? So should they be kicked off the show? If we want housewives, like literal women who just stay at home women, they just housewives. The only person that we could see is who is truly a housewife is Toya Bush Harris. She's a housewife married to medicine. Dorit might be a housewife because I don't know what. Oh, Dorit has a bikini line, a swimwear line. I'll take that back. But every single woman works. Even Toya being on Married to Medicine, that's her job. That's her job. So she's married to medicine. That's her job. She gets paid from that. So she's not a housewife either. To me, I feel like a housewife is not really bringing in revenue. She might her little candle line, a little incense line, or something like that. A little syrup face serum line or something. A little handbag. I don't know. Little lip gloss eyelash line, something. They got it all right. This show has gone downhill since Mariah left. Really? Hasn't gone downhill since Mariah left?
Was it? Because her man was a...
And what would Mariah Huck bring back to the show? I don't think she gets along. Does Mariah even hang out with Jackie? She don't like Jackie. She don't like Simone. She definitely doesn't like Heavenly. What would Mariah come back and do? Honestly, the irony is that yes, Mariah started the show, created the show, got all these people, suggested all these people on the show. They kick her off. And then like they strategically want to kick Quad off as well. Like get these 2 women off the show. We're the ones who are the doctors. We're the doctors, right? And they would not be able to kick Toya off because Eugene is an integral part of the show as a doctor. So that would look suspicious if they targeted her to kick her off. So kick off Mariah, kick off Quad, try to kick off Quad, but Quad's personality is unmatched compared to Jackie's weak ass, dull ass personality. This thing where we keep holding on to Jackie as if she's the one who kind of solidifies the show. She gives it meaning. She's a doctor. She doesn't give anything ever, never. So her personality, she doesn't have the personality. She doesn't. Heavenly has a personality for a television show. Simone has a personality for a television show, and so does Quad. Even Toya, she has a personality for a television show. Even though it's a little bit like Toya gives me like she's a try hard, like she's a try hard in my like from my vantage point. But Quad, if they got rid of Quad, I don't know, they would need to bring in somebody with as much personality as her, because if you remove Quad, it really goes like the energy of the show kind of is dulled when Quad isn't there. And that's the truth, whether you like her or not, right? A lot of people don't like Kenya Moore, but we're going to see what this show gives, right? How these personalities mesh with each other. Can Drew, Portia, and Shamia, can they carry a show? Because we don't know these other women, right? We don't know their personality. The ones that we do know. Cynthia, we know she's all Cynthia Bailey. We love Cynthia, right? We love 50 Cent, but she's not a upfront. She's like a mediator cast member. She's a middle, like B cast member. The same as Dorit, which I don't understand why Dorit has all these fans all of a sudden, because Dorit really gives B, I'm background. I'm like, yeah, like after the girl with the personality talks her shit, I'm in the back like, yeah, right? That's Cynthia, that's Dorit, that's Monique Samuels. Those are those characters, right? There, they're there, but it's like, if they're there or not, it's fine. If they're there or not, right? So Cynthia doesn't have that personality. The personality that Kenya has, Nene, right? Portia has a little bit of that personality, but she's, I don't know. I think Portia is weird. I don't know. I be looking at her and Toya. I be looking at them like through my TV, like, who are y'all? Who are y'all? Gizelle doesn't have a personality to carry a show. Robin definitely does. And Robin is another one. She's like a B-list, like, yeah, I'm gonna come behind you. Yeah. She's not gonna really give too much. You know what I'm saying? So overly produced, I don't know. Yes, production says it's a lot. Put a lot of crazy variables in one spot with some alcohol and see what sticks, hoping for a moment. Gizelle commenting on it is rich, seeing that Andy has had her producing moments for the show since day one. And Robin, couch quarterbacking from outside the club she was kicked out of, is a new level of crazy. I don't like Robin, so I don't care what she says. Dr. G was wrong. On the other hand, King could have handled this much better. Robin irks me so much with her corny ass. She is. Robin has always been corny though. I used to like Robin and Gizelle at the beginning, but they just got real corny. I don't know. It's just they got real, especially Gizelle. I was like, oh, you are corny. You fucking weird. Like y'all are weird bitches. And then the fact that it's like, when you're like, what does she give to have these fans? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. They're tagging King. King was wrong with a capital G. Quad started the whole mess, and for King to say Quad can say whatever is the reason why so many men get hurt behind women. But it's not, it's like y'all didn't hear Quad say, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put you in that capacity. Like she literally said it after he told her, you can say what you want. She said, I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't want to put you in that capacity. Did y'all forget that she said that? Like right after he told her to say whatever you want to that nigga because I'm here? Because he likes to get in bitches' faces, right? But I'm here now. So say whatever the fuck you want to say to him. And if he says something back to you, I'm gonna wring his fucking neck. Because he hasn't been able to get in a man's face. So I'm gonna show him how men treat men who disrespect women. But now all of a sudden, King can't do that because the woman that's being disrespected, y'all don't like. Get it out of here. Gregory came to that show once again to antagonize that lady and to be petty and to be in her face. And he didn't know, to his own admission, how to handle it. I'm going to stay on that motherfucking munchkin's neck. The little neck that he does have, I'm going to put my foot right in it, get right in between his fucking clavicle and his goddamn fucking jaw. My foot is going to be placed right there on your nigga, bitch, every single time. I don't like an abusive man. And the fact that he was given a platform to do it again.
But keep my husband out of it.
I'm on your ass, Mr. Postman. Sure am. I sure am. I sure am. Every time I see her face, I just want to skip the entire story because I just don't know. I'm going to skip the story. She doesn't do it for me at all. Lena Waithe is who I'm talking about. She just doesn't do it for me at all. I just be looking at her like, all right, girl. Madonna has a 28-year-old boyfriend. She's 66 years old. She's always had her boy toys, honey. She ain't no different than Cher. Don't marry the motherfuckers. That's the only difference. Just don't marry them. Let's see if we have any more stories. Ooh, DonLemon calls out married Republican men for allegedly hitting on him and blowing up Grindr. Let's hear what he has to
Get
say.
hit on a lot at Republican events from married people. Married guys. Married men. Yeah. The same men that go around asking what a woman is. Yeah. And saying that liberals are groomers. Yeah. 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 Are blowing up Grindr at the Republican convention. Got it.
I love it. Shake the table. Shake the table. Shake the table. He's been unhinged since leaving CNN. Yes, DonLemon. You know what I saw yesterday? I was like, the people are not playing respectability politics. Because why would you? Why would you play respectability politics and your opponent is somebody like that man, DT, shaped like a triangle? Shaped like a triangle. Why would you play respectability? I saw Jasmine Crockett tell somebody what they said. What would you tell Elon Musk right now? She said, "Fuck off." She said it just like that. I said, "Tell him, say it." All this playing respectability politics for a bunch of mongrels is out of order. I would girl, respect what? What is there to respect? The same get as low as they ask. That's the thing. A lot of these Democrats like to act like they're better than, they're above it. We're going to take the high road. No, fuck that. You get eye level with them bitch ass niggas and tell them fuck them to their face, period. Fuck y'all. If y'all want to get real nasty and dirty, no decorum, let's not have any decorum. Let's go for it. Let's do it. When I saw her say that, I was like, yes. And then Maxine Waters was somewhere saying something else. She wasn't going to do something and threw something in that was like, we're not going to do it. We're not doing that. Like y'all keep playing with these people. You don't play respectability politics with a bunch of bitch ass niggas. You don't ever, never. I've never been one to promote or encourage anyone to play respectability politics. I feel like you should always be authentic to the situation. Don't put yourself out there to the point where you are in harm's way, but don't let these motherfuckers play in your face. You just don't. I don't give a fuck. I have never been the type. You can be the CEO or you can be the janitor. You're going to get the same energy from me. I don't give a fuck about a title. I don't give a fuck about a position. I really don't. I've always been like that. I've always been like that. People in authority like figures, authority figures, I'm always questioning them. I'm always looking at them sideways. And you get those personalities that get into those positions and they get, their balls grow and their pussy lips start to hang and they believe that they're better than, and they believe that people should act this way and respect them because of this, but then they don't show the same respect to people. I don't fucking respect those people at all. You think because you're a CEO, you can talk to somebody like that? Guess how I'm going to talk to you? Because I'm going to show you that you ain't, bitch, you shit just like me. So you ain't no different than me, motherfucker. So just because you got a few commas in your bank account and you got some letters behind your name, I don't give a fuck. You be disrespectful, I'm going to show you how to do it better. I'm going to show you how to be disrespectful better. Okay? I don't play those games. Shake the table. These motherfuckers are around here upholding white, male, heterosexual. That's why I always put heterosexual in quotation marks. That's why I always put Christian in quotation marks, because they not heterosexual. They definitely not Christian. They use heterosexuality and Christianity to support their bigotry. But these motherfucking niggas be fucking men. They do. And loving it. We just need the women to understand these niggas fuck men, been fucking men. So while they upholding and you upholding heterosexuality, that man that you fucking bitch, he fucks niggas and sucks dick. And he loves it. He's doing the bending and he's getting bent, honey, like a fucking pretzel. While then he'll get up on a grand stage and condemn homosexuality, taking dick 12 hours ago. Girl, please. Girl, please. That's why I be looking at women upholding those ideologies. And I be like, girl, you know them motherfuckers, them niggas are fucking niggas, right? You know they having sex with men, right? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I gotta go. I guess I'll end with that. We'll make another video. Take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Yes, don't let people tell you you can't keep a man. Like, be mindful of the way that people, like, always add that variable to the situation, how the people are socialized. Don't ever forget how people are socialized, how we are socialized under a system of patriarchy, how we are socialized to center men, how we're socialized to basically maintain that box, white, male, heterosexual, Christian, and all the other rest of the things that we say. But those are the main things, right? We have women who uphold those ideologies. You have women who believe that women aren't capable of leading because they're women. So they're bitches who uphold the illusion that men are better than. That's all patriarchy. When you are centering men, that's the patriarchy, period. You running around here enforcing cisgender, heterosexual, male identity, right? Just like somebody said in the comments, I'm going to leave with this. And I thought it was such a poignant comment. The thing with Heavenly and about real men and all this other stuff, right? So someone said, hold on. Here's the comment. So, and then a lot of women, like, keep in mind, a lot of women think like this, right? So she thinks gay men aren't real men because they're too feminine. But at the same time, they can't tell women about femininity because they're not women. It's exhausting. It has to be exhausting to uphold those ideas in your mind because they don't fall in line with anything. And you have to really, like, in your brain, put those things together to actually believe that because a man isn't demonstrating this weird performance of masculinity, that he's less of a man, right? And then when you whittle it down, to the root, when you do a root cause analysis, the root is the aversion of the femininity, the woman, it's that aversion. It's that it said Karen is going to jail, girl. Okay, let's see what it says. The diva just sent me a text message. He was trying to call me. Hold on, let's see what Karen Huger. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. She going to jail. She needs to go to jail. She needs to. Okay, let's see. Megan Cunniff, girl, the Bravo community is looking for you. Where are you? She sleeps. She's on the West Coast. Okay, so yeah, We Go podcast is streaming. Okay, let's see. Karen has 30 days. Okay, let's see. Karen has been sentenced for 2 years with 1 year suspended. Karen has 30 days to appeal his decision and 90 days to ask the judge for reconsideration to get him to lower it. I believe they're taking her into custody now. Wow. Y'all, I think Karen is going to jail. The judge said, how about a program without a summer connotation? He said Karen has a hang of working the system prior to 2011. All warnings went in one ear and out of the other, but she remained undeterred. The judge said Karen is no stranger to drinking while driving on our roads. When she got a PBJ in 2007, one would think Miss Huger learned her lesson. In 2008, before the ink was dry on the other one, she was arrested again. Girl. He said Karen has a hang of working the system prior to 2011. Girl. Judge has sentenced Karen for 2 years with 1 year suspended.
All of a sudden now you can't talk. And everybody's talking about that. Oh, I can't talk about it. Karma is a bitch, honey.
They're taking her into custody.
You know what? And clanky clank.
Really?
The bar soap?
Yeah.
You might want to help your husband.
Girl. Clankety clank. Don't drop the soap, girl. Ooh. Well, I feel like it's what she deserves. So it's basically when they say 1 year suspended, I'm sentencing you to 2 years, 1 year suspended, so she has to do 1 year at least. So I was saying 90 days, girl, at least to sit her down somewhere to give her, because you haven't had a consequence for your behavior. Not at all. No consequences. So what happens? When there's no consequence for your behavior, it persists and it gets worse. That's what we be saying about these motherfucking niggas, right? If there's no consequence for the behavior continues and it gets worser. So Karen, because she had no consequence for her behavior, she continued. The fact that she has 4 DUIs, but the fact remains that was the only times she was caught. Mind you, this woman has probably driven drunk several times, more than 4 times. These were just the 4 times she was caught. Karen needs to take that wig off. She needs to take that wig off and sit down somewhere and sober up and learn her lesson. Yes, at 61 years old, you are finally going to learn the lesson. You don't get to drive drunk just because you were SA'd, just because your parents died, just because you're taking antidepressants. You don't get to drive drunk, ma'am, without a consequence. You could have killed yourself and somebody else. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if Karen was just any old person. Have the same perspective if you didn't know Karen. If Karen was just any old 61-year-old woman on the street driving drunk, send her ass to jail. That's what you would say. Bye, girl. Bye, girl. They said it's Rock Nation. They said it's Rock Nation's fault, girl. Bye, Karen. Clankety clank. All right, y'all. Well, that was it. I was hoping to stay on this so the verdict can come through, or the sentencing can come through. So we caught it, because I was saying by the time you see this, the verdict or the sentencing would have already been done. But anyway, so we down here, we've been able to catch it, the sentencing. You going to jail. So you going into custody right now.
And I'm gonna go to the car and dial 911 because you're going to jail, bitch.
I'm actually happy that she is being given a consequence for her dangerous behavior, harmful, dangerous, and it's literally like a drunk driver, girl. There, I can't. There's no empathy there. I can't. You need to go to jail. Toodaloo. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Don't drive drunk. Drink responsibly. If you need to be sliding down the wall drunk, stay your ass at home or call an Uber. Don't think that you're above it, that you think that you can drive. Yes, we know your judgment is off and it's impaired, but no. She needs one of those breathalyzers in her car for the rest of her life. You should never be allowed to put your life, you're a danger to yourself and to other people and to the community. So guess what? We're going to put you where you're not a danger or a threat. Go sit down over there, homegirl. Hopefully you make some friends and get a sweater like Martha Stewart had when she left the jail. Anyways, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.